And we're off. Hey, welcome everyone. Nice to see you all. Hope you're having a great day. GM, do sound off in the chat. Love to see where you're all from. Such nice Andrew being here as well. Great. I hope everyone's now being able to hear me. We are kicking off a new hackathon today, an amazing thing, as always. And the next 1 month is going to be a really, really interesting one. So to kick things off, today we are launching the Polkadot Inc. Hackathon. My name is Yasin, and I will be the program manager for this hackathon. So you will be listening and hearing from me every now and then. Quite active in the Discord chat as well. So if you have any questions, do feel free to reach out. And me and my team will be always there to help you out during the hackathon. About us, obviously, you've probably heard about us, Encode Club. We're a Web3 education community, and we do a lot on our side. We do a lot to help everyone learn, to help everyone build, and in the end, hopefully find their own place within the Web3 space by, getting their own company off the ground or maybe finding a career. We do a lot of things. We try to help all of our participants and everybody within our community in a lot of ways. There's a wide variety of events that we organize and the events that we try to provide value through. Such are the Educate event series, which are pretty much open to everybody to attend. The hackathons, such as the one that we're having right now, where you get to test the skills that you've learned previously and probably from some of our boot camps. And boot camps, as we speak, are quite open to everyone to attend. We're looking for people like with existing experience from the Web2 space as well as the Web3 space as well, where we try and give them the skills they need to proceed and land a career in the space. The best teams from hackathons usually end up in accelerators. So if you want to prove yourself as a great developer and future founder, hackathons are a place to start, and eventually moving to an accelerator to hopefully get a grant funding and off to really more interesting places. Moving on, the last thing where we usually help out with is recruitment. This is we have a dedicated recruitment arm, which we try to find the best developers within the space and try to find them jobs with some of our great partners. Now, we would like to invite Eomji from our team. She's the head of research and programs, and she will be sharing a couple of words for everyone that is here today. Eomji, you can join the stage, and I'll send an invite as well.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me well? Ha! It's not emoji, it's Eomji, by the way. I see also saying emoji. I hope it's also correct. So my name is Eomji. Head of research and programs at Encode Club. As Yasin introduced, we're working with a lot of amazing tech companies, training developers and supporting early stage projects, becoming a startup. I'm very happy to see all the names here, and this is very special moment, like an Inc. dedicated hackathon. We have been discussing this with multiple partners in the ecosystem that Inc. is very interesting language, but not yet explored much by a lot of developers. We have been seeing that there's a community members who wanted to have more about Inc. materials. And this time, with the support of all the community partners and also a Parity Inc. engineer going to be joining to give a workshop as well. We hope that you can leverage this opportunity to learn more about Inc. and making some fun projects out there. This is very exciting moment. Always, try to exploring around new technology and exploring a new language is always something fun that you see that early adopters who are testing and making new things. And this hackathon fun part is once when you successfully making working prototype in Inc., perhaps you're going to be the one who are making one of the first example in whole Inc. ecosystem, which is a great thing, and people can fork your project and build something further. So I hope this is exactly, this is a fun time that you can actually earn some GitHub stars. They're building an amazing project that people can bookmark you and fork your project, and also learn Inc. That one day you will come back as an advanced Inc. developer and helping out others. And also fun thing, after this hackathon, we're going to have an accelerator program, not only limited to Inc. project, but general projects. But we really hope to see some project building on Inc., building using Inc. Maybe you build amazing dApp on Astra, or like you are making some amazing ID solution, a lot of things to explore around, and we are happy to support. So overall, you are a beginner or not, we have a lot of programs get ready from the beginners level to get there. First week is very special that we have like bootcamp like structure. Once when you finish, you will end up having boilerplate. You can start to build your app. So get ready, and please like contact us. We are very welcome to get some feedback regarding like in curriculum and supporting further. So if you're in advanced developer, we are really interested in getting in touch with you to make this one even better for a lot of beginners. If you're a beginner, don't get scared and submit something. We're going to prepare very nice main prizes also prepared for the beginners as well. And we hope that it's going to be faster for everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eomji. Now let's invite Urban to the stage.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hey, yes, I can.
Fantastic, thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me, by the way. My name is Urban, and as the slide says, I work at Parity Tech on the DevRel side. And really listening to Eomji, I truly don't have a lot of stuff to add. You know, Ink is a up-and-coming thing. It's a technology tool set, it's a smart contracting language that the Ink team at Parity has started building. And I really resonate with what Eomji was saying, that this is a very nascent technology, and you might be one of the first teams like full on using it. And you know, I've seen Dennis from A0 ID. I've seen Toma from Astar, and so there are teams that are participating in this that are already that are already building stuff with Ink or using it or having it as part of their ecosystem. So this is, I think, a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to dive in, potentially get a job, right? Eomji mentioned there's a accelerator happening later on, which is, again, you want to build a company, that's pretty much the way to move forward. And, you know, over the past couple of years, I have been involved in numerous hackathons in the Polkadot ecosystem in different capacities. And I can tell you that from every single one of these, participants have come out that have either gotten a job or started companies or just had a really, really good experience because they learned something, they experienced something new. Maybe they want some money, right? Maybe they want a prize. Maybe they build something amazing. You know, not everything needs to be extrinsic. Not everything is money. It can be very much an intrinsic motivation. So I think, honestly, I think this is a wonderful opportunity for everybody diving into the ecosystem. You know, we kind of understand that getting into the Polkadot ecosystem can be intimidating. It can be quite a lot. You know, maybe you want to build a substrate-based parachain at some point, or you know, whatever other thing that you can be building in the Polkadot ecosystem. The reality is that there's quite a lot to dive in, and I think opportunities like these hackathons and the accelerator later on are just really, really invaluable if you're diving in, or you know, you want to use this as an off-ramp into the ecosystem and just get your jump start. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what folks are going to be building, what you're going to be working on. I know there's a lot of really good in-depth workshops being prepared that are going to be held by some of the people in the chat here, actually. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing all of these things. And yeah, I wish you all happy hacking, have fun, and I will see you around in the chat. Oh, by the way, yeah, this is my Twitter. Feel free to reach out. You can always also email me, urban@parity.io. It's not a big secret. So if there's anything pressing or Encode doesn't do their job right, which I don't think is going to happen because we have had quite a number of years of fruitful engagements with each other. So yeah, anyways, if there's anything pressing, feel free to reach out. I'm very much available and accessible. But otherwise, enjoy, have fun, and hope you build something really, really awesome. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you, Urban. Thank you for being on stage and addressing everyone. Right. Moving on. I hope these the words from both Eomji and Urban have been quite inspiring for you. They indeed were, and I think that you will be able to move on and build something of value. Because again, the next few weeks will be really interesting and stuffed with interesting workshops. Right. So moving on, we're going to go over like the most important dates for this hackathon. Obviously, today is the launch, and the 2 dates that you need to be keeping in mind are the submission deadline and the hackathon and prize finale. So what's going to be happening is that the submission deadline is when we expect you to submit your project. So that's going to be the 29th of October. Usually we refer to like the midnight, whatever your time zone is. That is going to be the deadline in which we expect to see your project submitted. After that, we and the jury will take roughly a few days to go over different all the submissions, see if there's anything missing, contact you in case that that truly is the case and there's information that we're lacking, such as a presentation, video, or some minor details with regard to your project. And once the evaluations are done, the best teams, or at least the ones selected by the bounty providers, will be invited to the hackathon finale. We will schedule a couple of interesting pitch practice sessions in which we'll try and train you for the finale itself. And the finale will be just the best teams presenting in front of the jury and hopefully get in the end win some really great prizes. Moving on to the workshop schedule. As we said, this is going to be a really workshop backed hackathon. We're going to provide, as we said, Inc. is quite new. There's a lot of information that needs to be communicated. There's a lot of intimidating stuff, as Urban said, that you might not be well acquainted with, but that is why we have all of these workshops prepared. And we hope that by the time they are done, you will have a really solid foundation to build on. I'm not going to read out each and every one of them. The one thing to keep in mind is that right after this launch session, we're going to be having the very first one, which is going to be a safe and robust smart contracts in Inc. So please do stand by. The time zone here on this one is Central European time. So all of these, again, you should be having invites in your calendars. I mean, I'm reading the questions in chat, but you should have everything in your calendars. This is the Central European time zone, which is currently referred on that on the presentation. But they should, whatever is in your calendar should be the proper starting time, depending on what your time zone is. Moving on is what exactly you can expect to happen during the hackathon. If you are still just listening in and you haven't registered yet, now is the time to do so. Again, this is important because you will be able to receive all the needed information that you'll have to use in order to build something and submit in the end. And because you also have to form a team. Once you end up joining our Discord, we have created a dedicated Discord channel for like finding teammates, which has been active from the beginning of the week. We already have a few people that have extended, their ideas, the things that they would like to see built, their skill sets as well, trying to communicate with like-minded people. So if you are looking forward to finding someone to build with, this is the place to be. Don't be shy. There's a lot of people that are also lacking some of the skills that you might have. So in the end, we're looking to form nice amalgamations of people and the skill sets that will end up delivering projects of value. Again, attend the workshops after that. As you can see, there's a lot of them. Each and every one of them will teach you an invaluable skill sets that will be that you will be able to weaponize and use in order to create something and win a prize in the very end. So do use them to your own advantage. Be on each and every one of them, follow them closely. All of them will be recorded and will be part of the Hacker Pack. So even in case you end up missing a half an hour of one of them, the recordings of each will be uploaded and you will be able to follow eventually when you get to have the time. Once you started building the project, you're probably going to have questions. You probably have end up having problems or technical issues. Do reach out to us. Do reach out to me. Ping me. That's what I'm here for. That's what our team is for, and that's why we're here. We're going to reach out. We're going to chat. We're going to talk. We're going to help you so that you end up building your project, and probably winning something in the end. That's what the one-on-one mentorship is, and that is, again, we will try and connect you with relevant, participants from the projects that you're trying to build for. And in the end, submit. If there's anything that you need to be looking forward to, it's not about winning. It's all about submitting. It's all about being able to submit constantly, and just participation in a hackathon really boils down to submitting. Sometimes you get to win, sometimes probably you won't be, but in the end, as long as you end up submitting, the friends that you make along the way, the teams and the participants that you end up being, engaging with are going to be the true win of hackathons such as this one. Moving on. Again, as we said, in terms of support, we can provide all the workshops that we've already shared. The technical support will be there, so don't be afraid to reach out to us, especially if you have technical questions. We do have the contacts to connect you with the right people so that your issues get to be submitted and get to be resolved. The Discord community is really, really active. Our team is really active, and we will reach out and schedule one-on-one calls where needed so that we get to help you and you get to use your time efficiently. Now, moving on to the section that probably is most interesting to the majority of you is the bounties and challenges. Again, we have representatives from each of the bounty providers in the chat, so they will be coming on stage to present their own bounties. And let me just start off with the Polkadot one, which is the most innovative in-cap. That means that all categories are eligible, and you will be able to basically, if you want, port an existing EVM app and deploy with Inc. That is going to be possible. That is going to be one way for you to compete. So the only thing is that you need to be creative. So it's not about just forking something that already exists. Try and find an EVM app, try and deploy, try and twist it in a way that you deem appropriate. Just be creative. We have 3 dedicated prizes for this one. First place, 3.5K, second place, 2.5K, and third place, 1.5. The second Polkadot bounty is a bit more general one. So if you're new to Inc., if you still don't have the skill sets, you will be able to use, any of the projects that you will see during the workshops. Again, we have a lot of workshops. There's going to be a lot of presentations, and there's going to be a lot of projects that will be deployed. Look at each and every one of them. See the ones that you can basically try and deploy on your own. Show us that you've put in some quality work during the hackathon. Show us that you've managed to deploy something. And based on your efforts, we will be, again, rewarding the best projects. And again, the total prize pool for this bounty will be 2.5K, and it will be split among multiple winners depending on the work that they've done. Now, moving on to the bounties from our partners, which we will be inviting to the stage. First of all, with Zeitgeist, we have Harold. Harold will be receiving an invite any second now.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for organizing this great hackathon. And yeah, thanks to everybody who participates in it, the people who build amazing stuff, projects that offer the opportunity to build stuff and rewards. It's great. It's a great thing. So my name is Harold. I'm working with Zeitgeist, which is a prediction market platform, and it's a blockchain that's running on Polkadot. So essentially, it tries to utilize the information, the wisdom from the crowds. And all of this works through so-called prediction markets, which basically just pose a question and offer some answers, which people can put the bets on what will eventually really happen. So what the most likely outcome of this event is. So Zeitgeist also has Inc. pilot contracts included in their runtime, and now we would like to see you build, extend the Zeitgeist core protocol by utilizing runtime calls. So the challenge is called Zeitgeist Challenge Better Call Runtime. So the idea is that you should utilize Inc. smart contracts and use runtime calls to call into the prediction market call logic to either interact with the market creation mechanism, interact with the trading mechanism or liquidity provision mechanism, whatever you feel is the right approach. And you can be as creative as you want with the solution. We really support like being creative, finding interesting solutions, and we also like besides that we also like to give like the bonus points for solutions that are designed well, that contain proper tests and documentation. So to be eligible for the prize pool, you just need to provide a working solution. So the first prize is $1,000, the second prize is $500, and the prize is $250. And yeah, everything in terms of good architecture, creativity, test documentation, all along that lines will give extra bonus points and increase the probability to win. So yeah, we are really looking forward to see like your creative solutions in regards to interacting with Zeitgeist via runtime calls in Ink. Thanks, everyone.
Amazing. Thank you, Harald. Now, moving on, we are going to the Aleph Zero challenges. And now we'll have Piotr invited to the stage.
Hey, everyone. Yeah, so thanks for having me. Thanks to the hackers for being here. And for the Aleph Zero bounty, oh, by the way, if you don't know what Aleph Zero is, it's a really fast substrate-based blockchain with privacy-enabling features, and of course, Ink smart contracts. And for our bounties, we have basically two categories, very, very open-ended. One is DeFi and the other one is tooling. And the way, well, basically we are looking for submissions that, you know, bring some added value to our ecosystem. So regardless of what that is, it's cool if you know it's interesting and brings some value. And maybe a word of advice is that for a hackathon, you probably want to pick a sensible scope. So you probably won't be able to develop a fully fledged stable coin or something like that. But, you know, just as long as it's reasonably scoped, then you're good to go. And we are not picky when it comes to the actual, you know, content of, or the actual theme of the project. And well, the prizes are, yeah, as written here, $12,000 combined. But the way it works is that we basically pull all the solutions together and award $6,000 for the first place, $4,000 for the second place, and $2,000 for the third place. And I think it's worth mentioning that we have this ecosystem funding program, so grants and support for projects and for teams. And I think right now in the EFP we have at least 5 teams coming from the hackathons, including our own A0 ID represented here by Dennis, an amazing team. So yeah, it's definitely, you know, worth giving it a try at the hackathon. And yeah, if you're new to Ink, if you don't know what it is or how to write in Ink, then tune in for the workshop that's going to happen like really soon. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Great, thank you, Piotr. Great. Now we're moving on to A0 ID, where we have Dennis Zoma and Mike Schneider.
So I will just get started. Yeah, thanks for having me, first and foremost. I'm Dennis Zoma, Web3 full stack developer. I'm representing like 2 projects in a sense here at the hackathon. One is A0 ID, which is the domain name service on Aleph Zero, something like ENS, but written in Ink. I think it's like can be very interesting for all of you, as it's one of the first Ink applications running in production successfully. And also we at ScioLabs are the creators of Inkathon, like inkathon.xyz, which is something like Scaffold Eve, but for Ink. It's something like a monorepo to bootstrap your full stack development, front-end and contracts with Ink. And we have one bounty which combines both of them. It's basically $1,000 for the like best step building either on Inkathon, like using it as a scaffold to scaffold your hackathon project, or so non-exclusive, or building the most innovative Ink application on integrating A0 ID. So we are a name service, so there are many ways to integrate us, like can be either in the front end or on contract level. Yeah, we are looking for the team building the most innovative integration with it. So how to get started with all of this. Sounds like a lot of new words and terms. I will drop a few links in the chat after I'm finished speaking. And also I'm giving 2 workshops, or like our team is giving 2 workshops. One on Hackathon, the full stack scaffold ink boilerplate thing, which is tomorrow at the 5th at 6:30 p.m. CET. And a second workshop on Monday, which is about integrating A0 ID in your DApp. It's happening on Monday, the 9th, also on 6:30 p.m. CT. Very happy a lot of you are joining, and also happy to explain more in like one-to-one sessions, or however you prefer, giving some tips on everything. How can you contact us? Reach out on the Encode Discord. A0.id is also having a Discord if you like have like specific questions regarding that. And Hackathon is also having a Telegram group. So like you have all the ways to contact us and get help and mentorship. Yeah, happy hacking.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Mike, as well. Now, proceeding further with Asta, we have Thomas Sadova here. What is the max team size in a hackathon? Well, we don't really have a maximum team size. I mean, since Thomas is still joining, I'm just going to use the time to actually address that question. There is no maximum team size, but usually 4 to 6 people is kind of like deemed as the most appropriate kind of size, where both you and your team will be able to coordinate appropriately. Hey, Thomas.
Hello, could you see me? Could you hear me?
Yes, we can see and hear you perfectly. Perfect.
Thank you so much for having me here today. Happy to be here and present Aster Network. So my name is Toma. I'm an ink ecosystem and around here for almost 2.5 years. Scared to say this, but building on ink for 2.5 years already. So what is Aster briefly? Aster is a smart contract platform which supports both EVM and WASM environment. So we're pioneering and leading ink for a long time right now. And our bounty called Build a D app with ink and become a Polkadot pioneer. So anything that you want to build, anything that you would like to see on Aster Network, you could build with us. I provide some ideas like prediction marker, RealFi, Aster Crowd, or any gaming NFT project. We're really happy to see you there. And we are providing mentoring program from Aster team, from Aster core members. So we'll help you to get on board to DF staking program, which is build to earn, which is unique program how you could get some income and support your project financially for a long time, build the community, build the first users, get feedback. So it's an incredible program how you could boost your project. As well as Encode team, I guess, will share all the Aster University program as well with you. We have more than like 25 videos of how to build with ink. You'll see all of this information, kind of one of the first ones, I guess. We had the first bunch of students, but it's really unique education course about ink and about Aster. As well as from zero to ink hero. So I hope everyone after this hackathon will become ink hero, and will happy to lead and mentor and help you on this path with all Encode team and other partners. So happy hacking. See you on Discord.
Thank you, Toma. And as Toma mentioned, the Aster University videos are already linked in the Hacker Pack. So those that you already have access with it, just look for the links in the documentation section. And now moving on to our last bounty provider, GetBlock, who will be here on the stage. We're waiting for Joan Williams, and she will explain and basically do a rundown of the bounties from GetBlock. We have 2 bounties. Oh, hey, Archie.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. Happy to be here. So my name is Archie, and I'm marketing manager at GetBlock. So we've developed a bounty program for you. This program contains like 2 tasks. Like GetBlock, the first task is GetBlock Knowledge Pioneer. In this task, you will like have to create an informative and attractive educational content that will allow the Polkadot community to maximize the use of GetBlock RPC services. The grand prize in this bounty program will be free 50 million RPC requests. And the second task is GetBlock ecosystem integration bounty. This task is a little bit like difficult than the first one, but the reward will be much bigger. The main prize in this bounty will be free unlimited access for 2 months, project marketing, and a 20% discount for 3 months on dedicated nodes. In this challenge, you will be required to develop a robust and efficient integration that seamlessly connects to GetBlock RPC services with another blockchain project in the Polkadot ecosystem. So, like, I wish you the best luck. Like, a few words to John Williams.
Really honored to be participating in such events, not for the first time. And this hackathon is a place of transformative ideas and disruptive technologies. And I'm so excited to be witnessing how great teams would create great projects. And I'll be short, GitBlock is always supporting great projects and building stuff. And we'd like to simplify the development process and accelerate the project development, maybe reduce the time that the project spent on infrastructure-related tasks. And that's why we would like to offer a prize of 5 million free requests for all the projects that are participating in the hackathon. All you have to do is register on GitBlock and send your ID to the organizers that will share them with us, and we will add the requests on your account. And let's shape the Web3 future together, I guess.
Great. Thank you. Thank you both for being here and presenting the bounty. Look for some great implementations. Right, moving on, so we get to be bring a bit back on running a bit slower on time. But again, we just wanted to go through some quick, frequently asked questions like who can take part, for example. Again, we've already mentioned it in chat. Everybody is able to attend, so there's no limitation. In terms of team size, as we said, up to 4 to 6 people, as long as you're able to properly coordinate, this should be the right amount of team members per team. Can you be using an existing project? Yes, you are, although I highly doubt you probably have something. I think it's quite new. So we do encourage you to actually try and implement something new, or at least use some of the, as we said, workshop materials to your advantage and deploy something new. But again, if you do have a previous project, what we actually want to see is some serious work being done for the duration of the hackathon and something new being implemented, which basically showcases the effort that you've given in the past 4 weeks. Where does the majority of your organization happen? It happens on the Discord. You will be able to reach out to us for all kinds of questions. This is where we will be announcing. We will be posting and being quite active in the announcement channels. But apart from that, we will also do a lot of personal reach outs. To your emails, we have everyone's details. So we'll be making a lot of individual reach outs as well, just to check in if everything's going fine, what are you building, and if there's any help that you might need. In terms of if you need a team to actually compete, that is not something that that is not obligatory. You are able to participate and compete alone. But again, this is a hackathon. This is supposed to be a team-based experience. So this is the place where you can find and make a lot of new contacts. So we do encourage you to actually find a team if you don't have one. We have, as we said, a dedicated section in the Discord chat where you can reach out and find people, like-minded people that you can build with. The majority of the information, as we've said previously, is within the Hacker Pack. That is your one and only resource that you should be referring to, as it contains a lot of information. It's constantly being updated, and it will contain all the up-to-date information regarding bounties, prizes, workshops, date changes, as well as recordings from the events that have already passed. And in the event, and in the end, will there be any technical support? Yes, as you've seen, we're in direct contact with all the bounty providers and the technical teams. And if you run into any sort of issue, do reach out to us, and we'll try to connect you with with the people that will be able to help you with regards to your questions and needs. And in the end, what should be your next steps? If you haven't yet joined our Discord, please make sure to do so. If you haven't yet registered, please make sure to do so as well. And then reach out in the Discord. Try and find yourself a team if you don't have one. And if there's one thing that you should try and do on a daily basis, if not coding, it's at least try to tune in for the workshops. Again, this is going to be some invaluable knowledge being shared, a lot of interesting sessions planned for the next couple of weeks. So do make sure to be attending these. And in the end, build a project. Like, I hope you end up finding inspiration. I hope you end up finding someone to build with, and hopefully deliver something of value. And regardless of what your project is, don't be intimidated to submit. Again, the one place where everybody fails is actually submitting, not building. A lot of people end up building something, but are intimidated, thinking that what they've built is not of value, that is not good enough. I assure you it is. The one thing that you need to do in the end is just submit, and we will help you to try and make that project as good as possible so that it ends up being in competition for some of the great prizes that you've seen so far. And yes, that is basically it. This is going to be the end of the launch. I know that you have a lot of questions, probably have some. Do reach out to us in this